I got one more for you. You grew up watching OKC, obviously, so you probably remember when the Warriors and OKC met up in the Western Conference Finals. Why you shake your head like that? I tell Monty to this day, I still don't know how the Warriors won that
That's a great series, man.
Game 6, Clay, obviously, and Steph doing his thing, but that was a battle. That to me is, like, it's not just one of my favorite series with this core, but like my entire life of watching the NBA is one of my favorite series all time.
Yeah.
But now that you're playing with Steph, and he's still doing it at this age, at this level, what do you say to yourself, man? Do you tell your family, like, man, this dude, I had to go against him and I didn't understand it. Now that you're practicing and seeing him.
He's amazing. Like, that's all you can say sometimes. Like, some dudes like that, like, they continue to put the work in and they love the game so much that you see him day in and day out. Like, from now, before I was seeing him on the outside looking in, now I'm on the inside, you know what I mean? So it's like, now just seeing the work he puts in, the everyday work, the consistency that he has, it's like, okay, you can see as to why he's continued on what he's continued on. And his ability to shoot the ball is just obviously out of this world, but his ability just to be conditioned, to run around, his physicality, and just be able to still be able to get open, get a shot off and stuff like that. And me averaging pretty much 30 now, like, you know what I mean? I'm 30-something years old, so like, you just gotta admire that type of stuff and just try to help out as much as possible.
Outside looking in, what was the perception then? Did you think it was like, come on, man, he's just shooting the ball, he's just running around?
Yeah, like he just conditioned it, could shoot, but like, you didn't, I don't know. Because you don't think like, it's just like at this high of a level to get this so many years. And like I talk to GP still now to this day, like, I don't know how y'all won in 22. To be honest with you. I don't. I don't know why, how, or for what.
Well, watch Steph in game 4.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But stuff like that. Yeah. But like 22, they had no business winning the championship. They had no business. You know, there were so many teams better than them, but they just fought. They just willed their way, and everybody played their role.
Let's talk honestly, because this report right here confirms something Warriors fans have been feeling in their gut all season long. The Golden State Warriors are no longer sitting on the fence. They are no longer protecting potential over reality. They are no longer waiting for the future to arrive. This front office has made a decision, and that decision is simple. The window is now, or it's gone. And if that means tough conversations about Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and even other young pieces, then so be it. This isn't about giving up on talent. This is about urgency. This is about Stephen Curry still playing elite basketball. This is about Draymond Green anchoring a top-tier defense. This is about Jimmy Butler bringing playoff DNA into a locker room that knows exactly what championship pressure feels like. The Warriors are not rebuilding, they are reloading, and those are two very different things. Now let's address Moses Moody, because this is where emotions start to split the fan base. Moody has done a lot of things right. He's started games, he's hit threes, he's defended. His plus-minus tells a story that doesn't always show up in the box score. He plays within the system, he doesn't complain, and he's been one of the steadier perimeter defenders on the roster. And yet, despite all of that, the Warriors are listening. That alone tells you how serious this moment is. Because when a franchise that once viewed Moody as untouchable is now openly shopping him, it's not an indictment of the player, it's a declaration of intent. The Warriors aren't saying Moses Moody can't play. They're saying Moses Moody might not be enough to change their postseason ceiling. And that distinction matters. This team is hovering around 500. Not terrible, not great, but dangerously stuck in the middle. And the middle is the worst place to be in today's NBA. You're not bad enough to draft high. You're not good enough to scare elite teams in a 7-game series. The Warriors know this. They see the Western Conference. They see the athleticism, the length, the size, the shot creation, and they understand that standing still is the same as falling behind. That's why this report also matters when it comes to Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski. For years, those names were spoken as the bridge to the next era. Now they're assets, valuable assets, but assets nonetheless. And that shift tells you everything about where this franchise is mentally. They're choosing certainty over projection, proven impact over potential upside. And when you still have Stephen Curry on your roster, that choice makes sense. What really stands out, though, is what the Warriors are not willing to do. They are not trading Draymond Green. They are not trading Jimmy Butler. Even when Anthony Davis was floated, even when big names were discussed, even when salary matching made things technically possible, Golden State said no. And that's not stubbornness, that's identity. Draymond Green is the Warriors' defensive brain. He is their communicator, their organizer, their emotional thermostat. You don't trade that in the middle of a playoff push and expect to survive. Jimmy Butler is the guy who embraces the ugly minutes, the tight games, the hostile environments. He's the guy who doesn't blink when everything slows down in May. That combination, alongside Curry, is not something this franchise is willing to gamble away. And that tells us something important. Any trade the Warriors make is going to be additive, not subtractive. They are looking for upgrades on the wing. Length, athleticism, shot creation. Someone who can defend without needing help and score without needing plays drawn up. Someone who raises the floor of this team when Steph sits and raises the ceiling when he's on the court. This is not panic, this is precision. The Warriors are hunting for the right piece, not just a name. They understand salary matching is hard. They understand moving young players hurts emotionally. But they also understand championship windows don't reopen once they close. Around the league, executives see it too. Golden State is active. Golden State is calling. Golden State is serious. This isn't a franchise clinging to memories. This is a franchise trying to squeeze every last meaningful run out of a core that has already delivered more than most teams ever dream of. And here's the part Warriors fans should feel confident about. This front office has earned trust. When they go all in, they don't do it recklessly. They do it with intent, with timing, with purpose. They did it when they leaned into small ball. They did it when they doubled down on Steph instead of chasing a traditional rebuild. And they're doing it again now. Moses Moody may end up elsewhere. Jonathan Kuminga likely will too. That doesn't erase their contributions. It doesn't mean they failed. It means the Warriors are choosing now over later. And if you believe in Stephen Curry, if you believe in Draymond Green, if you believe in Jimmy Butler's playoff impact, then you understand why this shift had to happen. So now the real question goes to Dub Nation. Do you trust the front office to make the right move? Is it time to cash in young talent for one more real run? Or should the Warriors ride this roster as far as it can go? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're rocking with Golden State's aggressive approach, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to Warriors Nation News because the trade deadline is coming fast and this story is just getting started.